Hello YouTube, welcome back. This is CRYPTBEARDS 16, or XVI as we are using for textual representations of the name. Textual? That's not right, is it? That's the wrong... It's a real word, I'm pretty sure, but it's in the wrong place, isn't it? Doesn't matter. You know what's going on here. I'm sure you've come to CRYPTBEARDS before, and if you haven't, well, thank you for joining us. You'll pick it up as you go along. It's fine. Don't worry. You don't need to know the rules. So I've generated a world with 500 plus years of history. I think we should start playing. Bit of Dwarf Fortress. Zuza Sutu. Interesting name. We're going to wait for it to process raw data, load files and creatures and reactions and all this madness. Come on. Come on, Dwarf Fortress. I forgot about this. Maybe I should have done all this before I started recording for YouTube, but oh well. We've hit that button now and we're locked in. We're locked in like a targeting computer on Luke's X-Wing, which of course famously wasn't adequate to the task at hand. So maybe I should choose better metaphors. Right, let's have a little look at our world map. What have we got going on here? What have we got going on here then? If I zoom out, well, we don't need to zoom out quite that far, do we? No, we'll be fine with this kind of zoom. What we've got is quite a lot of marine volcanoes, which I'm not happy about. I don't like marine volcanoes. They're not fantastic for embarks, but I am seeing a few on dry land as well. So, fingers crossed, we'll find a nice one. I think it'll be good. Of course, the intention for this fortress is to try and have a bit of volcanic religion going on. We're going to be doing a lot of throwing things into the volcano, especially dead dwarves. We're going to make it part of our burial rites here that dead dwarves have their bodies thrown into the magma and they're all consumed, no problem, no reanimating, no issues with undead, fantastic. And more importantly, we remember to memorialise them with a little slab so we don't end up with tons of ghosts knocking around. Because ghosts, well, they really bum dwarves out in a major way. Look at this. This is an interesting area. There's a shame there's no volcanoes because we have a lovely little joyous wild right next door to a terrifying... Just terrifying. Joyous wild, terrifying. Interesting interface to work around. But frankly, I think we're just going to stick with our volcano plan. Now, we do have a volcano here, surrounded by wilderness, but very close to haunted environs, and terrifying environs, which could lead to some interesting stuff. Could lead to interesting stuff. Clinodev has piped up. Have you ever used Embark Assistant? You can have it mark all the volcanoes with, say, iron and flux for you. Do you mean the find thing? There's a find desired location here? That's actually not the craziest notion I've ever heard. If that's what you meant, then let's do that. If it's not, then I'm intrigued to hear what you did mean. Let's have a little look. Is volcano an option? No, that is not an option. Okay, well, that's not the end of the world. I'm sure we'll work around it. Love sacrifice. Also love magma defense. I did a defensive sit once with an entire mountainside of lava funnel that was hilarious to use over and over. I can imagine it's fun just to vaporize your opponents. But you must be careful because in my experience, having now done several volcano embarks, the important things to remember about using magma defensively is that it will destroy all the gear and you'll lose all your loot. And of course, booty and loot are some of the most interesting things in Dwarf Fortress. So I much as it's effective, and much as I would like to give it a try, do something with magma, maybe some kind of magma waterfall or something might be interesting. It's going to fuck our frame rate up, but we'll see what happens. But, you know, maybe we'll do something interesting there, but I don't think we'll be using it, maybe for a moat, certainly, but not for... well, actually, now you're saying 250 jibs at a time, or gobs. Jibs, gobs. If you jib the gobs, it's all good. Gib, jib, I don't know. And is it a soft G or a hard G? This is gif, jif all over again. Let's not do the jib, gib thing. I'm interested to do something with lava. Sorry, I got distracted by chat again. Where was I going with that? Oh yes, not necessarily anything that involves engulfing people. Maybe a barrier, like a moat or something would be interesting. But we'll see. We don't want to cause issues. Of course, we could. We could go for a... in the DF hack window, type Embark Assistant and then hit Enter. After that, it works similarly, but with many, many more options. Well, maybe we'll give that a go. I have neglected Dwarf Hack quite a lot. The only thing I've really used it for is activating multi-level and then typing in die to shut down Dwarf Fortress when it's taking too long. So we'll have a look at that in a moment. That does sound interesting. In fact, let's go over there right now. I've been... What the fuck was that noise? Oh, I've left the back doors open. There's cats. The neighbours' cats are making noise in the garden. Maybe I'll only have one headphone in for now. And maybe it makes sense to introduce a little bit of music. Oh, there's no music on this screen. I've turned the Dwarf Fortress volume up, and what do we get? Sweet fuck all. Anyway, so let's take a look at Dwarf Hack and see what these options are. So you're saying type in embark-assistant, embark-assistant. Arse is tant. Okay, that's good. Embark assistant. So I press enter and ooh, hello. Embedded in the interface, are we? That's nice. Okay. Right, so we put in the embark. Let me just press escape. Press embark assistant info. Bonk, presumably. Oh my goodness. This is not entering the info. This is just reading about it. That's interesting. So find embark. Do we do that then? F? Ah, okay. So now we go down, try and find volcanoes. Do I want syndrome rain? That doesn't sound good, does it? Reanimation? No, thanks. Well, I'm not ruling it out, but I'm not going to look for it. I'm not going to go hunting down trouble. Biome. Oh, it is more detailed, isn't it? I know bismuth is the second metal on that list today, and I've read an interesting the Wikipedia page for bismuth, and there's a lot of interesting things. The crystals of bismuth look incredible. They're very beautiful. Hello, Ocelot. Welcome back. Speaking of beautiful beings, well, not that, what was it? Bismuth is a being, of course. Bismuth is a material, an inanimate thing, unlike Ocelot. Presumably you are animate. I mean, somehow you've manipulated the keyboard to put words into chat, so I'm finding it hard to imagine how you'd do that if you weren't animate, that is. Not inanimate. If you weren't inanimate, then you'd have to be animate, right? Or is there a third state of animation that I'm unaware of? Max adamantine, min adamantine. Oh. So we can look for lots of adamantine. That doesn't mean it's going to be there, though, does it? So that might just mean we don't find anything. There doesn't appear to be a volcano thing in here, or am I mad? Ah, okay. Minimum magma, then right, then enter on volcano. Okay, right. Minimum magma. There we go. Right. There we go. Lovely. Nice. So this should find us all the volcanoes. But we're not interested in just volcanoes because we want to... Can we rule things out, or do we have to just say this is what we want? Let's go for biome. Let's go for biome count. Maximum bio count. Minimum biome count. Well, we'll see what we get. I don't think we can be too picky once we've already asked for a volcano. But if we go to region type 1, I don't know what this means, but we're going to go over here and I'll say, I'll consider... Oh, I see, we can have 3. Okay, in that case, maybe we won't go for desert. Ooh, Figgins! We'll go for... jungle. We'll go for hills. And mountain is nice. It's nice to find a mountain for some... but then again, is a rogue AI animate or inanimate Ocelot? That's the thing, because there's no moving parts necessarily, but there is a changing state. So they're not in a fixed state, and they don't require outside input necessarily to change their state, if you see what I mean. So, but then again, we open then certain... definitely non-thinking mathematical models to the status of being animate. Oh dear, I'm getting too deep. Pull back. Grab that fucking yoke and pull it back. There we go. The aeroplane's rising. We're above the clouds. Crash chance reduced. Not gone, just reduced. Let's have a look for region type 3. What do we want? We've got jungles and hills. We don't want glacier. We don't want ocean. Not so much steppe. Not swamp, maybe not tundra either. I think the only other real option we've got here going is desert. Am I right or am I crazy? Clinadev says all the other features work the same. Do be aware this doesn't add anything, so asking for a jungle next to a glacier, etc. just means it won't find anything. Oh, am I looking for region type 1 and 2 and 3, or am I just saying give me examples with any of these? I'm going to work off that second assumption for now, and we'll put region type 3 in as a... desert. See what we get there. Okay, biome. I think we can leave that, really. Whoa, wig, what? I pressed escape. Shit. Okay, it's kept the settings. That's good. We're good. Do I want to look for anything else in particular? I mean, metals would be nice. Do we just say any and all? Hello, Kilroy, my boy. And not nor. Not or. Oh, logic gates. I'm not sure what we're putting together here, but I think we're building some kind of primitive AI, some kind of maybe a machine learning algorithm. Is that what's happening in chat? Give me a volcano with a jungle tile, a hill tile, and a desert tile. Oh, okay. All right, then in that case, we're just going to have to say, do we want jungle, hills, or deserts? You know what? Let's just NA all these and we'll see what it throws up. If we just say, find me... Oh, no, but it'll throw up ocean ones as well, won't it? Oh, bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Bugger, 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 bugger. Bugger. Maybe can we look for fresh water? Is that a thing? Because then it will rule out the ocean tiles, won't it? Or will it? I don't know. Oh, I see, Kilroy, my boy. I see what you're referring to. You were literally explaining what I was wondering about. That makes sense. How could I misinterpret it so badly? But there you go. That's the scoundrel way. You'll get to know. What minerals? Do we want to choose particular minerals? Right, let's just see what it's... Oh, well, that's a funky word to use. I was going to say, let's see what it spunks up if I just look for volcanoes. Maybe not. Maybe we'll say, let's see what it throws up. Let's see what it throws up. That's better. Why is vomiting better than ejaculating? How am I making this value judgment? What in the name of merry fucking figgins am I talking about as well? Backpedal quickly. Right, so I did the find, and what did it do? Did it tag me up somewhere? The domain of prophecy on the drenched continent. It's a little close to the Badlands, the angry place for my liking. Did it actually find anything, or am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. Let's try F again, right? And then F find. Boom. Oh, here we go. This looks like it's doing something now. Search. Iron's a nice metal. That's a good point. I should have put iron on the list. Good to have. Then again, with a volcano around it, I don't know. It seems unlikely. Well, it's found all the volcanoes on the map, which, now that I think about it, I could have just done with my eyes. I could have just looked for those. So, okay, let's go in. We'll say find embark. And now, bring me iron. Bring me iron. I am Iron Dwarf. Sorry, getting a little bit carried away there. Do we want anything else? You know what? I think iron is enough. I mean, maybe we want economic stones, but I get the feeling if we got a volcano, we'll probably find some, right? Last time we had marble falling out of our arse. We couldn't use it. Too much of the stuff. So maybe we'll just see what happens if we say, oh, for fuck's sake, let's just say iron and volcano. Show me the mix. Show me the mix. Let me see what you find. Come on now. Show me. Show me what you find. Okay, so this is a different picture. We've left a lot of the volcanoes behind. Surprisingly, some in the mountain ranges. I thought mountain ranges had iron in, but apparently not. It's highlighted a few in the ocean, which are, of course, are dead to us. I have no interest in these saltwater hellholes. Let's group down here. Now, interestingly, it seems like all of the ones it's chosen to highlight are in a big swath along the side of a horrible, horrible biome. Do we want to go to Purple Town? I don't think so. So let's look over here. What have we got? What is this? This is a blue. Surroundings calm. Down here we actually have proper blue territory. What's in here? Calm. 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 Okay, so calm territories near sinister... Sinister, haunted. Ooh, there's a dark blue name on a black background there who said, "What is Syndrome Rain?" And I don't know who it was, so give me a moment just to highlight that with a quick click and drag. Who the fuck is this? I'll click on the name. It's Crystal Pepsi 1. No, that's Crystal Pepsi. Sorry, how wrong could I be? Hello, Crystal Pepsi. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. It's just such a cruel trick of fate that your name is so dark against a black background that I can't read it with the naked eye. I have to use the augmentative techniques provided by the mouse. And of course, I should follow that up with, what the fuck am I talking about? Shut up, scoundrel, get on with the Dwarf Fortress. Nobody wants to hear you waffle like some kind of demented fool. Right, let's, this one's intriguing. It's got no iron. It's got an aquifer as well. That's a bit of a problem. Mind you, a volcano with an aquifer is not that bad a combo. Right, okay, we'll knock these out one by one. We're going to rule out the ones in the horrible biomes. We don't want to go to those. So we're going to start here and then come down a bit and then sort of go across and see what we see. What have we got here? We've got a mountain. In fact, we should probably position more accurately to get a better idea of what the deal is here. Okay, so we've got ourselves, how many biomes? 3. Ooh. We've got mountain, temperate conifer forest, and savanna. Intriguing. The savanna's difficult to keep in the frame, but if we change the size of things, let's use the mouse to point instead of your finger, scoundrel, because people can't see your finger in relation to the screen. In fact, they can't see your finger at all. It's a contextless gesture that makes no sense. So maybe we squish it a bit and elongate it a bit, get a bit of river, get a bit of mountain, get a bit of volcano, get a bit of iron, which I'm presuming this bit here is the highlighted area that covers volcano and iron. And then we get a little bit of this bad boy, or do we? We need to clip over here to get more savanna. What saith chat? What say the chat? Is this in favour or not in favour? Do we leave a note here or do we move on? I mean, it's the first one we check. We'll remember where this one is. Let's go down one and see what we get in this little zone here. Oh my, look at this cheeky little number. Nestled away in pure mountain. Not something I really relish. We can extend it a bit and perhaps come out into this shrubland with a river, but I think this is a write-off. I'm not interested in this location. Let's go down a bit further. How about this one? It's spicily close to this, what is this? Sinister zone. Not so sure I'm too keen on that, but let's see what we've got. I think we're seeing, is this some kind of civilization? Iron, flux, sand, I'd be happy. Steel and glass, steel and glass. Maybe I put a bit of a search for sand in. I mean, a desert volcano, now that I think about it, has a certain charm to it. Like an enormous just glass factory. Everything we make out of glass. Blown glass. Plate glass. Stained glass. Okay, I'm struggling to think of any more forms of glass. If anyone got an idea, feel free to put it forward. Anyway, this one here, a bit of a write-off as well. It looks like just mountains, and we're super close to some kind of residential area, so let's avoid that. What about this bad boy here? Let's take the cursor there. What have we got in this one? Oh, interesting. The mountains aren't actually under the volcano. We've got temperate grassland, and what is this? Savanna, temperate grassland, and a volcano with just a tip of a mountain there. Just the teeniest, weeniest little tip. Sand, shallow metals, deep metal, fluxstone layer. I've never really looked into glass before. Did that first embark place have the sand that we were looking for? What the fuck am I doing? Singing Christmas carols in June, August, no, June, July. Correct month, finally landed on. Okay, let's have a little bit of a play with this. Let's fiddle. Let's have a little fiddle with what we can do here. So let's reduce the size this way, but expand it thusly. What does that give us now? We get a river, we get... Oh, hang on. Maybe we reduce it by another notch this way, and then bing it out over this way another one. What are we doing? Okay. There we go, okay. Now that actually doesn't look as tantalizing as I had envisioned. Go down a bit, and we do get an itty-bitty little nugget of savanna. But... Right, let's do a search for sand then. Let's see if we can make some interesting glass stuff around our volcanic desires. So F for find embark. We head down to, is sand an economic? No. No, it is not. Is it a mineral? Sapphire sand. Here we go. Can I not just look for basic sand? Does it have to be a coloured sand? Black, red, tan, white, yellow. Sheesh. Sheesh. Hello, Plutonium Jesus. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Another use for glass is a building material, e.g. for building a great glass pyramid. Charlie and the Great Glass Pyramid. Instead of Willy Wonka, it could be Anubis's Factory of Death. No, that's a little bit grim. Ra's sunlight-focusing pyramidal lens. Man, imagine an enormous glass pyramid built perfectly to become a gigantic Fresnel lens that then just heats up a massive reservoir of water underneath it to provide steam power. Egyptian steam power. Okay, I'm getting a little bit carried away here. Let's pull back. Pull back. Much as the idea is tantalizing to explore, that's perhaps when I'm playing Microscope, not for when I'm playing Dwarf Fortress. And hello, Cupo. Welcome back. It's right on the main list between clay and flux. The main list. Oh, yeah. Excuse me while I just activate sand. Sand activated. Oh, you can look for the absence. Oh. I say. Suddenly things are looking a little bitty more interesting. A little bitty more interesting. You know what? We're just going to stick with iron and sand for now, and we'll see what we get out of that. Okay, so let's do the searching. Let's do that searching. And again, hello, Cupo. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Just embark anywhere and force a layer into sand if you want it. Cupo, I'm beginning to see how you create these beautiful fortresses now, with a violent disregard for protocol. Have you no decorum, sir? Please, please, etc. Let's move over here. I will not sacrifice my dignity for aesthetics. Woo! Oh, hello. Oh. Something happened there. The music decided to play for just a fraction of a second. Just a moment. Just a moment. Right, let's return the zone to its correct dimensions. Is that correct? I've gone too far back, haven't I? We want... There, that's the normal embark in it. 4x3? 4x4, isn't it? Is that... So here is where the game is suggesting I embark. It's the same one they've suggested before. Here we have sand on the mountain. Mountain sand. Where are they getting this sand from on the mountain? And this is a temperate conifer forest. I mean, it's a thick temperate conifer forest, but I am concerned that we are going to have trouble getting enough wood out of this. I mean, this is a lot of mountain. It is a lot of mountain. What do we reckon, though? It does look pretty good. It does have a certain je ne sais quoi. Thick forest indeed. Thick. With a double C. Let's... oh, no, don't expand that way, sir. That's too much. Too much, sir. Right, so we'd make it to a 3x4, and then maybe we buff it up here a little bit. We are keeping the same actual area, right? Or am I crazy? Is my mathematics a bit... What the figgins? Okay, there we go. Like that. Now we've got a bit more conifer forest. But the sand is now... Or is that the iron it's dinging up there? Don't know. Maybe one more back over here. Then we get those 3 tiles of conifer forest, a bit of mountain. Let's put a note on it. Put a note on it. Notes are only saved when you save/lose. Okay. What do I type? Do I just type? No? Okay. Y. Please. Add note. There we go. Can I can't type. I don't know what I'm doing. Is it clear? Can you tell that? Ah. There we go. There's a maybe. There's a nice little place, maybe. Starting a volcano embark myself to follow with. Oh, Kilroy, my boy, let's see what we can do. I'm imagining you're going to live longer. It's just my natural pessimism kicking in, but I think you're probably going to survive just that shade, just that smidge longer. What have we got up here then? So presumably, where's the... If I press U, it should... Oh, hang on, we're still in note mode. Okay, there we go. So we go up here, and across here, and now it's just temperate grassland. Although if we go over here, we lose the volcano. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not any good. It's not good for me. It's not good for us. It's not good for them. They're too close to a settlement. That is way too close to a settlement. Unless... Is that a road? It's a bit thick for a road, isn't it? It's not a road. It's a settlement. Who else have we got? We've got down here. This one's literally on a road. And again, what are we looking at here? Temperate conifer forest. I mean, the volcano will probably provide enough elevation from its caldera or cone or whatever it's called to give us a little bit of starting variation. I'm not sure. This could be an interesting one. I mean, we're going to have a lot of trees for wood. A lot of trees for wood. Okay, let's try this spot here, just in case you've lost track of the cursor, it's here. Okay, this is right in the thick of the mountains. This is a really tight little squeeze. Yeah, so what's the other biome? Temperate shrubland. It's not really enough temperate shrubland to tempt me into embarking here. Even with the normal vanilla shape embark, it's only 3 tiles. What's the elevation map on the one with the road? Good question. I forgot we could look at elevation maps. Tab? Neighbours? Goblins. Your civilization, the bejeweled silver, or the tenacious nets. I'm going to probably just go with the tenacious nets. Oh, here we go. Look, here it is, the elevation. Okay, there's a little bit of height around the volcano, it looks. And there's some steepness. The whole actual area I've got flashing there is pretty steep. But my area does not respect that so much. Maybe we go over a bit. In fact, this area could... Oh, I'm warming to it. I'm warming to it. M. K. There we go. Now we can... God damn you, Dwarf Fortress, and your obtuse interface. So this is the suggested area. Sand, soil, flux, iron, silver, lead, marble. I mean, it's not bad, is it? Pretty interesting site. Huge cliffs. Let's have a little... Are we getting the full cliffage? We are getting the full cliffage. Got a nice little sort of gentle slope down at the bottom. I mean, maybe even... Let me go back. You know what? I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to go down and out. And then across one. Hang on. Let's get to the right... There we go. There's the right screen. H... There we go. I think that's a nice shape for a site. I think it's good. Hang on. Why does that not look any... Oh, that's the recommended embark. All right, okay, yeah. So then we get some nice flat area to the left and some mountainous area. I'm liking it. I'm feeling it suddenly. We are close to that bloody road, though, aren't we? How many biomes we got? Just the one biome. You know what? I think we might have found this place. That other one, we can do another embark there. This is interesting. This has some merit. Let's give it a go. We'll see what happens. Our whole new world has yielded a volcanic embark for me. Let's press the E key. Okay, so we're going to prepare for the journey carefully, as I always do. And I note that we've been recording for half an hour already. Those of you on YouTube will probably be thinking, oh, he's going to end the video soon, and I'm going to have to wait till next time. I'm going to have to wait till next time before he embarks. And I say, hogwash, poppycock. I shall continue until we embark, and then we'll end the recording. How does that sound? Is that good for you, YouTube? Don't bother answering. I recorded this probably months ago. Anyway, let's see who we've got. Erith, Vabok, Obok, Bemble, Geshud, Zephon, and Asmel, our starting 7. And what do we want from them? Bear in mind, of course, people, that you will note that if we come down here to the points section, I always edit my embark points. I always go with the maximum. I'm not trying to set myself any special challenge here. I want to start with a nice, comfy embark. So what do we do? What does Erith do? What do Erith do? What does Erith do? Well, I think Erith, as is tradition, as one of the top 2, should be a miner. But I don't think we should blow all our points on mining. Just give them 1 point. We'll level them up with some simple strip mining, something like that. We'll just get them leveled up and get them going. Do we want to give them any secondary skills, though? Do we want to look to our miners and give them any secondary skills? We could give them... What skill does a pick use as a weapon? We could give them a bit of military skill. Then again, I don't really want my miners doing anything else. It's always a bit of a pain in the arse when you want something dug out and your miner's going, I'm sorry, I have other duties to attend to. Can you not find somebody else to do your dirty work? I mean, I don't know if they talk like that, but I hope they do. Optics engineer, tactician, teacher, chemist, geographer, astronomer, mathematician, logician, critical thinker, dancer, percussionist. My goodness, there's so many different skills. I mean, maybe we make them expert comedians. That might be interesting. Suturer, bone doctors, dodger, biter, kicker, wrestler, archer. Difficult to decide, but you know what? We're going to leave them as just vanilla miners. It makes no sense to waste time dolling them up with other things. Let's make Obok our mason. It's always good to have a mason. We may just add a few extra levels of skill just to give him a kickstart. There we go. Let's give him a skilled mason. Actually, fuck it. Let's go for You're going to be doing nothing but masonry, basically. So we'll give you the mason skill. And then what else do we want to give you? I mean... not much. Comedian and suturer. That's not a bad idea. They'll make you laugh. No, that's no good. They'll laugh while you're stitching up. Then again, maybe they could just put enough slack on the stitches so that when you chuckle, they don't split open. I mean... hopefully. Or maybe they just want return business. They charge you, they stitched you up, as you're walking out the door, they go, hey, why did the chicken cross the road? And then you start laughing, and then your stitches split, and they go, oh, you're going to have to pay me again. I already did your stitches. It's not my fault you found me funny. You know, that kind of behaviour. Bastards. Should we take a glazer with us? Not the mason, obviously, but if we're going to be doing this sandy business, maybe it would make sense to bring a glazer. We can train someone up. We can just get him doing scrub tier glass work to start with. They all get quick enough. They all get good soon enough. So do we add anything to Mason? I don't think so. I think we leave it. Mason. And now we have our woodcutter / carpenter. Boom woodcutter. Boom carpenter. He's a skilled carpenter. Okay, who's next? So we've got the basics covered. We've got mining, masonry, and carpentry covered. What's left? I mean, we could take a medical dwarf. We could take somebody who's going to be a good leader, trader, etc. Do we take someone with a bit of military skill to be a trainer? If you're looking to work with glass, you want to bring a glassmaker, not a glazer. Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I was unaware there was a distinction made, but apparently that's how it goes. Glassmaker. Glassmaker. Where's glassmaker in the list? Glassmaker. Glassmaker. Bone carver, gem cutter. Potter, glazer, papermaker, bookbinder, waxworker, mechanic, fisherman, miller, thresher, grower, herbalist, brewer, cook, weaver, clothier, dyer, trapper, ambusher, butcher, tanner, leatherworker, fish dissector, animal dissector, fish cleaner, cheesemaker, milker, gelder, shearer, spinner, presser, beekeeper, animal trainer, animal caretaker, soaper, lime maker, glassmaker. Fucking hell, how hard was that? Okay, we found it. Geshud, Kubukuvaz, you're going to be our glassmaker. Bang, 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 bang. Bang! Okay, sorry, I'm getting a bit bangy there. We're going to make you a proficient glassmaker, but we're also going to give you other duties, because otherwise we're going to run out of people. What do we do? Oh, a glazer glazes pottery. Oh, that makes sense. I've never even messed with pottery before. I've only very tangentially touched on glass, which failed. It literally doesn't matter if you have 0 skilled dwarves at the beginning, really. That is true, can of tuna fish. And by the way, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. But I'd like to put a little bit of effort in. You know, get them a kickstart, give them a little bit of something to work with to begin with. You know what? We give him glazing. Glazing? Oh, glass making. Do we stick with that? Do we give him anything else? I mean, we want to be keeping him going. Glassworkers are glaziers with an eye. What? Glazier, glass, glazer, glass. A glazer? Glazer applies glaze to pottery. A glazier puts in windows, right? And a glassworker makes glass. I don't know. I'm confused. I've lost the thread of what's going on. Oh, help me, mummy. Where are we going now? Maybe give him a bit of craft? No, I don't think so. I think maybe we just make them a glazier and that'll do. Maybe we make them an optics engineer just for the sake of putting that in. It's not going to be of any value, but it seems like a nice skill to have as a synergy. Oh, an astronomer, eh? Ooh, I say. Maybe not. Right, okay, we move on to the next one. Zephon. Sounds like a leadery name. I think, in fact, no, not a leadery name. What we're going to do, excuse me, we're going to make you an appraiser and a record keeper. So, Bomp, you can do the trading, being a broker, and you can be our bookkeeper, because trading only actually takes a little bit of time up, and record keeping, that'll keep you busy. You're not going to be an organizer. Someone else can be the manager, because we found that putting people on the same things is a bad idea. So maybe we make this guy a manager/medical dwarf? What do we think about that? Manager/medical? Or maybe we just make him a fighter and just let somebody level up as a manager. We bring someone with a bit of combat nous and try and level them up, make them our hero of the fortress.
Ooh, decisions. Oh, Troy Tempest.
Sorry. Yet again, carried away with the Stingray references, which nobody who is younger than me is going to get, because it was on heavy, like it was on its third set of repeats by the time I was a child. I'm not entirely sure what to do. Maybe we should think about it. Let's go for it. We're gonna go surgeon, diagnostician, wound dresser, bone doctor, suturer. That gives us 5 points used, and then we're gonna make you the organizer as well, because it's good to have an organizer. Right, that's everybody leveled up how I want them. We don't have a farmer. Fuck. Taking the glazer has really, or the glassmaker has really put the cat among the pigeons for me. Boom de boom de boom de boom. What do we do? I'm thinking, maybe we can trade for food? It's not beyond the realms of possibility, is it? No, not immediately, though. And we can take shitloads of food with us. Ooh, decisions. You know what? The glassmaker. Oh no, he's really good. He's used all his points up. The woodcutter, carpenter. Oh, we're going to be using him for making spiked balls. Milk is cheap, and you get a free barrel. That's a good point. We could buy a shitload of milk. Then again, we could just take some... I'm going to take some alpacas or llamas or something, so we get the full package wool and milk experience when it comes to animals. Someone will be able to milk them. We're all going to be too busy. Okay, we're going to take this lot as they are. Let's go over to the... In fact, let's name the group. An important thing that I nearly forgot. The Paddle of Pulleys. Sestanzon, the Decisive Helms. The Feral Spears. The Brown Room. Intriguing. It has certain qualities that I like. The Brown Room. Welcome to the Brown Room. Maybe not. The Vessel of Adventuring. the fortunate trades, the urn of murders, the guilds of drink, the fierce glove, the blockade of stilling, the roughness of dots, the turquoise of wood, the cheerful fountain, the merchant of omen, the quake of magic, the boat of disembowelers. Again, it has a certain ring to it, but it doesn't have any thematic tie-in to our ideas for this fortress, or any double entendre, which is the secondary characteristic which will get me to choose a name. Let's try again. The Book of Sneaking, the Amber Clasp, the Page of Basements, the Trampled Glove, the Ecru Metal, the Frosty Staff, the Anguished Town. Ooh, I like it, but will I bite? No. The Hall of Fighting, the Ropes of Chucking, the Sunny Portal, the Stable Door, the North Steel, the Mint Net, the Sprayed Stockade, the Searing Mirrors, the Irons of Honesty, the Bejeweled Gate, the Weak Boulders, the Dreamy Page, Nazomoral, the Dreamy Page. I skipped the Halls of Fighting. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. The Rosy Corridor, the Knife of Discovery. That sounds like something to do with surgery. The South Sabre, the Wild Flags, the Whip of Universes, the Single Trades, the Held Pages, the Cudgel of Releasing. Oh, I do like my penis-based double entendres. It's a bit obtuse, it's a bit blunt, it's not an immediately obvious one, but Astesh Sobir, you have sort of started nuzzling at my heart and making me love you. Do I want the Cudgel of Releasing? No, we go for that one. The Bent Knives, the Deified Crypt. Ooh. Change Cudgel to Scepter. That would have worked. The Scepter of Releasing does have a better... Certainly, Scepters, you expect a sort of bulbous tip as opposed to a cudgel, which is mostly bulbous. What? Mostly bulbous? Ugh, good Lord. To be fair, when you look at some of the illustrations of cudgels and stuff in D&D books and whatnot, there's not a lot of distance between that and what I imagine the people who are designing the more exotic sex aids are doing. Anyway, the Deified Crypt is nice, but no. The Turquoise of Armories, the Salve of Entangling, the Avalanche of Deifying, the Patterned Rope, the Fortification of Amber, the Certain Manor, the High Spears, the Gears of Romance, the Machine of Languages, or computer, the Tangled Swords, the Hopeful Dyke. No. The Iron of Wisdom, the Weak Pillars, the Peaceful Boat, that's nice, the Smooth Mechanism, the Feral Paddle, the Pleated Rampart, the Gleeful Oil, the Early Floor, the High Hammer, the Full Dagger, the Speechless Fountains, the Fatal Hames, the Coincidental Hatchet, the Hame of Permanences, the Gravel of Waning, the Autumnal Guilds, the Crude Axe, the Escorted Mirrors, the Standards of Reigning, the Ripe Armour, the Puce Boats, the Salve of Scholars, the Work of Partnering, the Free Bolts, the Knife of Stops, the Flag of Confederations, the Paddle of Amazement, the Diamonds of Blazing, very flashy, but no, the Emerald Fence, the Ceiling of Confusion, the Singed Diamond, the Moral Page, the Bronze Rampart, the New Rim, a whole new rim. Maybe not. It might upset Super Chaser. I can't taunt him with the prospect of me playing RimWorld in the near future and then call my fortress or my group the New Rim. The Portentous Boats, the Portentous Wheel, the Exalted Attic, the Gem of Kindling, the Fondled Glove, the Ink of Colours, the Comedic Glaze, the Axe of Church, the Lush Tour, the Assaulted Diamonds, the Pillar of Burning, the Slippery Whip. Ooh, there's something about that that's calling me. There's a certain siren song hanging in the air around it. The Slippery Whip. Fuck a bomb wreck. Fucker bomb wreck. The slippery whip, no. The lauded crypt, the mechanical swords, the adventurous steel, the tower of belts, the fair mine, the guild of graves, the triangular bolts, the sling of spreading, the bust of tickling. Ooh. Oh, do we go for the booby double entendre? Booby double entendre is actually a really nice little phrase to say. Booby double entendre? Booby double entendre. Ablel Tan. Nah. The glowing axe, the manor of Pix, the windy page, the treasury of breeds, the tapered palace, the boat of spells, the lauded tongs, the ripe corridor, the joyous spears, the praised whip, the roasted hatchets, the crested furnace, the trussed palisade, the staff of theatres, the delightful trade, the snarling halls, the stirred rooms, the bust of striking, the belted wire, the moral diamond, the room of humility, the roughness of hammers, the works of taxing, the fortress of loving. The fortress of loving. I like it. I'm tempted. If anyone wants to veto the fortress of loving, now is your opportunity to put your hand up, add your voice to chat and say, no! No, there's no double entendre. It's got nothing to do with digging or mining. It's a fucking travesty. Get rid of it. I don't want the place to be called Geshard Aval. It's no good. Anyone want to say that? I don't know how long I have to give before chat can catch up. Next time on Scoundrel, more group names. I must admit, I do love reading out the group names. I think what we're going to do is go for the Fortress of Loving. The Fortress of Loving. What a beautiful name. Let's go over and buy our equipment. How many copper picks do we need? 2. How many battle axes do we want? Just the 1. But shall we take a spare just in case? You pretty much have to make it a brothel fortress with that name. Maybe. Or it could be one of those sinister ones where it's like a cult, the volcano cult's going, we bring you love. Come forward and feel the hug of the volcano. It's lovely and warm. And everyone comes in and goes, oh, volcano hug? I think I'll try it. Sounds nice. And they walk in and they go, here is the hug of the volcano. And they chuck them off the edge. Whee! That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Or maybe not. We could get some loving going on. Can you have dwarven prostitutes? Maybe, maybe not. All right, we'll have a little look here. Do we want any of this crap? We may as well keep all this stuff in the list. It's chump change compared to how much money we've got. We want to buy more plump helmets. Prepared Gunt Gert Hund Owl Kidney. Okay, I'm imagining that's prepared giant great horned owl kidney, but prepared Gunt Gert Hund Owl Kidney is much better way of saying it, I think. It's much more concise. Much more concise. Some role-playing may be required. Oh, I say. Role-playing with prostitutes, you say? Good Lord. So fruity. Shall we look at what we've got? We're going to take a shitload more ale and beer. Let's first turn to the animals. Turn to the animals. Look at the animals. Pick and purchase and commercially exploit the animals. We don't want to take cows, because much as cows are the classic milk animal, they don't have wool. And we do love a bit of wool to make string. Clothes, that's the thing that you traditionally make with wool. Good God, took me long enough to get there. Let's have a little scroop down here, whatever scroop may mean, probably nothing, and have a little look. Llama. Now, do we want llamas or alpacas? They're alpacas from the Andes with hooves instead of handies. Sorry. What do we do? I'm thinking we're going to take alpacas. We're going to take alpacas. Yes, alpacas. We're going to take a couple of male alpacas as homosexuality insurance. Man, sounds like a crazy idea, doesn't it? But we're going to do it. Where are we? Of course, that refers to the fact that if you've taken a gay man and... because we only normally take one, so if you've only got a gay male llama, you're less likely to get babies. Less likely. In fact, I think almost guaranteed not to, I think. Depends if you can coax it, I suppose. Or maybe they've put in a mechanic so you can, whack off a llama and just, use a turkey baster or something. I don't know. It's getting a little bit graphic now, isn't it? I believe in your ability to roleplay a dwarven whore. Oh my goodness. Do you believe in life after whores? Yeah, let's leave that one. So we're going to take a male alpaca or two, and then we're going to take some female alpacas. Where are they? Alpaca, there we go. And we're going to take 5. That's good. And then we'll do the chicken thing or the egg-laying thing, more than likely with, you know what they are. Turkeys, that's it there at the bottom. Turkeys and gobblers. We'll take a couple of gobblers and then turkey hen. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not how you do it, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Somehow I got that wrong. There we go. So we've still got 7,671 points still to spend. So this may take a little while. It won't. We're going to dump most of it into drink and food. So we've got our animal situation sorted out. Can anybody recommend anything interesting or exotic to take with us that might make things simpler for us? What can we take? For example, armour if we had militarily inclined dwarves, which we don't. Perhaps we could take... Let's have a little look in the list. See if I get anything inspiring. Excuse me. Meat, fish, eggs, garden vegetables, drinks, digging implements, weapons, training weapons, ammo, leather, cloth, wood, stone, metal bars, small cut gems. Getting less and less excited the further down the list I go. And nothing. Nothing caught my eye. Miscellaneous, you say? Coke. That's the last thing I need. My dwarfs running around, snorting rails everywhere. Yeah, then we're going to dig a hole. It's going to be really, really deep. It's going to go all the way down to the bottom of the world, and we're going to have magma and everything. Oh! Mate, we've got magma on the surface. There's a volcano fort. Oh, I forgot about that. There we go. That's what your last thing you want, really. Well, there's some little backslapping and high-fiving going on in chat. That's good. I like that. I like that. All high fives are good. Possibly excluding those done over the back of a prostitute. Why am I talking about prostitutes so fucking much? This is your fault, Plutonium Jesus. You've done this to me. You've driven me to madness. Okay, more dwarven ale. Yep, sure. More dwarven beer. I wish I could put a number in. Can I? Can I press enter to... No, we just got to add. Okay, we'll bring more plump helmet spawn just to guard against shitty farmers. There we go. We'll take 93. Rock nuts, dimple cup spawn, cave lobsters. We'll take a load of cave lobsters because we want the food and leave shells in the rubbish pile, hopefully. Take a load of that. Good, nice. Plump helmets, of course, because they're always nice to have. Just take a shitload of those. Bags are nice for sand. Take sand, not bags. You get the bag for free. Yeah, not a bad idea. Maybe we can start with some sand. Oh shit, God, I got distracted and put loads in. I forgot we haven't got any dogs, so it might make sense to take a few dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4 females, and why am I taking untrained dogs? Let's take war dogs, we can afford them. 1, 2, 3, 4 trained female war dogs, and 2 trained male dogs. Hopefully they're not Spartans. That would be an issue. Anything else here I want? Pardon me, I hope the microphone didn't pick that little bum toot up. How rude of me. How farty. How unpleasant. Let's have a look at the level of dwarven ale in here. We need to put this up. This has got to be high. We don't want them running out of drink. Classic rookie mistake. Letting everybody run out of drink. Oh, and the sand, of course. Let's get some sand in there. N-S-A-N-D. Oh. Sand pear wood training axes. We can't take sand. Or can we? There's a whole category of fucking sand. Oh, okay. It was only looking in training weapons. I'll get you. I'll get you. You know what? I'm going to take all the varieties of sand. I'm a crazy fool. S-A-N-D. Here comes the sand. We're going to take white sand. We're going to take yellow sand. And we're going to take red sand. There we go, red sand. All the sands. All the sands. There we go. Lovely free bags. all free bags. Look at that, 35 on both after a little hold down of the key. Couldn't do it again. Couldn't repeat the magic. Had to leave it go. You usually have your embark pre-files. What's the default starting points? I think it's 1,000. I could be wrong. I've used them so rarely lately that it's not really in my memory. It's not really embedded itself properly, which is a tragedy. Oh my god, we've been recording for an hour already. This is getting a long one. What else do I dump this into? Let's get more dwarven beer. That'll be good. Nice stuff. 1,504 is default. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I need to buy something more expensive. We could take some blocks with us just to get construction underway quickly, couldn't we? There's an interesting notion. Get a little fortress, a surface level fortress built up nice and quick. Interesting. I forgot. I didn't realise that would be an option. Stone blocks. Here we go. What are we going to take with us? What's the cheapest blocks? Conglomerate, gabbro, granite. No, they're all 5 seems to be. Oh, hello. Rutile, jet, sphalerite, slate, rock, sandstone, mica, microcline, orthoclase, hornblende, olivine, pyrolusite. What do we reckon? Anybody got a favourite? Anyone got a favourite thing to build stuff out of? We've got marble on site, so I don't think it makes sense to bring. Petrified wood blocks could be interesting. Bismuthinite could be interesting. It's not bismuth crystals though, which are far more exciting. Siltstone, granite, quartzite, phyllite, schist, gneiss. Oh, it's difficult to decide. Marble's worth more. Galena's worth even more. Let's take a shitload of bugger. I'm so shit at making decisions. Maybe jet. Is that black like obsidian? That might be nice. It's nice and cheap. Sphalerite box and garnierite. Alright. What's that? I don't know what any of these things look like. One day I'm going to go on this little mineralogy wiki dive and find out what all this shit looks like. You know what? What are we not going to find here? What are we not going to find? Cobaltite? Bring pitch blend blocks. Pitch blend blocks. Hornblende, orthoclase, microcline. Where's pitch blend? Are they in here? Petrified, siltstone, conglomerate. No pitch blend blocks, I'm afraid. It's not there. It's not there as an option, I'm afraid. Totally gone. It's a setting in Advanced World Gen. Incidentally, I'm excited to see how many wagons he embarks with. Does it start with more than one wagon now if you've got loads of stuff? I thought it already just defaulted to 1 wagon. Let's take petrified wood, shall we? Yeah, fuck it. Petrified wood. We'll take a buttload of petrified wood. Coming in at 5 a block. That's pretty expensive, but we should be good. Take it up to an insane degree. Come on. How high can we go? Yeah, we'll leave it at that. 572 should be fine. And then we'll bung the rest in booze and food. That makes sense, right? Put that up. Could take a couple of extra steel anvils just to soak up some points. Although, do we really need them? We can trade for steel later on, can't we? Which means free wood. What means free wood? I'm not sure. I think I've missed the context for that. Okay, come on, dwarven ale. Give me shitloads of dwarven ale. Bang, good. More cave lobster. These guys are going to be so sick of lobster by the end of this. And then more plump helmets, maybe? I don't know. Holy shit, this is a lot of cave lobster. Maybe we don't need quite that much. Still, it's not too bad, is it? Should we put the rest into sand or just buy more petrified wooden blocks? Boom. Lovely. Extra wagons due to the weight. Oh, okay. Wagon wood bedrooms embark. Could be good. Okay, so we spent all of our points. There's only one thing left to do, which is to name the fort. So, let's have a look. Vice trades. Worked partners. Finger paints. Pink whip. Othbemborek, sorry. Pink whip. No. Lanced spattered. Oh, come on. The game is just taunting me now. Taunting me. Fuck. Clasp golds. Speech roof. Past machine. Sling master. Grizzle mines. Geared cut. Future pages, stud rings, plain cloistered, tome sprouts, tortured mire, syrup quill, mirror merged, mind granite, wound leaps, raptor blockades, channeled standard, boats dusts, fierce guild, lead stockades, merchant board, door gills, shield rubs, sprayed brass, branched lances, bright listened, coven lanterns, south tombs, breach razors, palace matches, guild cloisters, search cloister, crude key, oil gulfs, shoot wipes. Oh, it could be a rude double entendre name for a box of tissues or bog roll, couldn't it? Oh, it has a certain something, a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Should we? Oh shit, I forgot about group symbols. Oh yeah, we can do that. We'll take shoot wipes. Because we're going to move on to the group symbol, we'll take shoot wipes. Good. Now we go for our symbol. Boom. Oh, hello, the music wants to play on this screen. That's nice. So, the Vessel of Wanes. Hello, Wayne. What do we do? So we go plus and minus to scroll text. What do we put in? Well, I think we're going to start with a creature. And, oh my, Yeti, Yellow Bullhead, Yak Cow, Wren Man, Worm Man. I'm just going to look away from the screen for a second, hold down the minus key and see what we end up with. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. What do we got? We have a skink. You know what? Let's have a skunk. Yeah, or a skunk man. I think we'll go for a silvery gibbon. No, we're going to go for a skunk. We're going to go for one skunk. Let's add another creature. See what else we can get on here. Maybe we go for, let's look away again. 3, 2, 1, 0, bonk. The fort name should just be CRYPTBEARDS, but Voliol, I've tried to put CRYPTBEARDS in, and Beards is not an option. So it's not actually possible to make the name of the fortress CRYPTBEARDS, which is crazy. What do we go for? A tapir man? Tapir woman? I once saw a tapir in a zoo, and its penis was dragging along the floor, picking up gravel. It was impressive. It looked like some kind of medieval weapon, like some great big mace-like thing. Stingray, steelhead trite, steam banshee, squid man. Let's put a squid on there. 2 squid. We're going to go for a plant. I'm going to pick this one totally at random. Close my eyes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. And we have chosen a sunberry. Lovely. And we're going to put 100 sunberries on the thing. What do we get next? Do we go for a shape? I'm going to go for a hidden moon. Sounds nice. Just one hidden moon. Okay, and we're also going to go for an object. What's the object? Close your eyes again, scoundrel. Go through the list randomly. It does seem like a bug that Beards is not included. It makes no sense. You'd expect it there, but no. The ish head is stretched over the instrument and used to produce sound. An ish head, an eye knob. Why do all of these pieces of musical instruments sound a bit like euphemisms for willy parts? A gonguk. What's a gonguk? It's got a nice name. Gonguk. The gonguk is a mid-sized stationary percussion instrument. It consists of an hourglass stone drum with a leather head which rests on a stone stand. The musician strikes the head. The instrument has a 1-octave range going from... We've been here before. Let's leave that alone. Let's put a helm on there. Just the one helm, please. Artifact. What have we got as artifacts? Oh, untitled and unnamed. Oh my goodness. You know what? This makes them a little bit too convoluted in terms of names. We're not going to put an artifact on there. Let's have an action or relationship. Being shot, tortured, burning, contemplating, cooking, cringing, dead, devouring, embracing, engraving, falling, fighting with, hiding, in a fetal position, massacring, melting, praying, refusing, screaming, shooting, smeared out into a spiral. Smeared out into a spiral. Okay. Striking a menacing pose, striking a triumphant, striking down, torturing, travelling, unnaturally contorted. Let's say X. The skunk is unnaturally contorted. Here we go. The squids look offended. Okay, that's good. And then we'll go for a little bit more action or relationship. Is hiding. Yes, X is hiding. Choose X. X is hiding. The skunk is hiding the helm. Too happy with myself. The Vessel of Wains is an image of a skunk, 2 squids, 100 sunberries, a hidden moon, and a helm. The skunk is unnaturally contorted. The 2 squids look offended. The skunk is hiding the helm. We need something being done with the 100 sunberries. The squid is doing something. Devouring, embracing, engraving, fighting with. Yes, the squids are fighting with the 100 sunberries. Yes, absolutely senseless. Press Y, done. That's it, we've done it, we got all the way through, and the music's gone. But that's okay. Hello, Archimedes, welcome back. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me, what a greeting. I apologise. I didn't mean to hail your entry into chat with a barrage of flatulence, but unfortunately it was what my body needed, so I had to succumb to the desires of my corpus. Well, tapirs are related to equines, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're hung like a horse. It was hung like a horse. A short horse. The thing is, it's shorter than a horse, but the genitalia appears to be pretty comparable. Hence, I suppose, the gravel on the bell end. We still haven't embarked yet, that's true. Anyway, sorry to just breeze on past you there, Archimedes, but welcome back, thanks for joining us. Let's get cracking, shall we? It's time to save this embark profile. And we're going to call this one Gnfaha. There we go. Gnfaha. That'll do, and enter to save. And then we embark. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. It's been a pleasure recording for you, but you're going to have to come back next time when we start the actual embark. Bye-bye!